Hey guys, this is Noah with Simple Betterment. Today we're starting a new series where I help you guys cook food that helps improve mental disorders. Multiple mental disorders can be improved by adding new nutrients to your body that help to balance out the mental disorders. Today we're going to do a food to help combat anxiety that's going to include things such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, and some B vitamins to help you guys combat your anxiety. I'm really excited about this one today, but for now, let's get right into it, guys.
All right, guys, so today we're going to make it an anxiety fighting power bowl using salmon, quinoa, chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, pomegranate, avocado, and spinach. Our first step is going to be rinsing our canned chickpeas. I use canned chickpeas because they're a little cheaper to get and a little easier, more accessible. You rinse them so that makes it easier to apply the seasonings, and you can just kind of clean them and get rid of their juices, dry them off. That's the way that I've always liked to do it. Sometimes there's better ways to do it, but this is how I do it personally. I find it to be the most successful, for me at least, and the most optimal. Then next, what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven. You want to preheat the oven because you're going to need to use it to roast the chickpeas, obviously. Um, and then while the oven's preheating, we're going to season the chickpeas here with olive oil. I believe I used paprika. I used some salt and pepper. You can also use garlic powder. I chose not to use garlic powder just because I think our garlic powder is a little old. Oh, never mind. I did use garlic powder. Sorry about that, guys. Our garlic powder, I guess I got some new garlic powder, but that's what I would generally use: paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Um, this is going to help them taste a little better, be a little more seasoned. Some people don't like to put too much on there, just salt and pepper, but that's just how I've always roasted my chickpeas. After we toss that, though, we're gonna get them ready for the oven here. Put them on a pan. You can spray them, but since you've already put olive oil on there, you don't necessarily need to spray the pan. And then they're gonna go right into the oven, so we can start our other stuff. Next, I'm going to rinse the quinoa. You rinse the quinoa before you cook it because it just kind of makes it easier for you to cook it. They're a little dirty, it's a little starchy, so you want to rinse it. Yeah, so after you're done rinsing it here, you're just going to cook it, but you want to rinse it until the water below is no longer cloudy because that kind of gets rid of some of that starch and makes it a little better and fluffier after it cooks. So optionally, you can toast the quinoa. I like to do that just because I think it, you know, adds a better flavor, makes it a little more flavorful. I don't season my quinoa, but I do toast it to add a little bit of flavor. So that's what I'm doing here. You don't have to. You can obviously just throw it right into the pan if you were cooking another grain like rice or something like that. It is pretty much the same thing. You throw it right into the pot with water. Another optional thing that I opt to do is I put chicken broth in there instead of water. The chicken broth is going to add flavoring to the quinoa, and it's going to help it cook better, in my opinion, and it also just makes it more flavorful. So we're going to set that and probably let it boil for around 12 to 15 minutes. I think I did it for about 15 minutes. With the quinoa being wet from the rinsing, it can get stuck to your bowl like this. So it took me a second to get it out, but you just want to get all of it out into the pan and then put the pot, and then put a lid on it and let it steam. While it's steaming and while the chickpeas are cooking, you want to season your salmon. For this today, I just put olive oil, salt, and pepper. You could put paprika, you could put some garlic powder, some onion powder, some seasoning salt, really whatever you like. Maybe some rosemary or parsley. Personally, I just like the taste of salmon with just a little bit of seasoning, so I just put some salt and pepper on there, and then you're just gonna lay it right down into the pan. Um, you're gonna set it for about 4 minutes, and then flip it after about 4 minutes, and leave it on the next side for another 3 to 4 minutes, and then uh, while that is cooking, your quinoa is gonna start finishing up here like we're showing, and then we're about to show the chickpeas finishing up right around the same time. Whenever you do everything while each thing is cooking, you can have everything finished at the same time. And then to finish it off here, I just sprinkled on the pomegranate, put some avocado, put the pumpkin seeds and the the spinach that I cooked in the microwave. Ends up pretty good here, guys, and thanks for watching.